Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my life. Today is a Tuesday, and that means that I am going to start writing This Week in Geek today. This Week in Geek is our weekly show. You can check it out. The first season is complete. The link is in the description box below. We just started season 2 last week. You know, it's current events, so I have to write it every week. Today, I'm going to bring you guys behind the scenes of what goes into making This Week in Geek. I keep up to date throughout the week on what's going on in the movie world so that, you know, we can talk about it in This Week in Geek. So for those of you who have never seen an episode of This Week in Geek, first of all, what are you doing? Because it's a fun show. And the link is right there. Why have you not clicked it yet? This Week in Geek is a very segment-oriented show. So Finn and I have these different, bits that we do on the show. And for season 2, you know, I wanted to break the mold, do some new stuff. Because we had just, we established this library of different bits that we would circulate through. And it was great. It was great. And it was really fun. At the end of season 1, Finn and I found a way to move the show in a completely new direction. So, this season, Phineas and I are stuck inside of our own comic collection. We're stuck in a comic box. I have this awesome box that I keep all of my comic books in. I actually need to get a new one because it's too small for all my comics now. But the idea is that Phineas and I have been trapped inside there by a vengeful Batman and Superman who are complete idiots. They're parody versions of the characters that we kind of cultivated over the course of the first season, and they're back in season 2, of course. It has gotten to the point where it just doesn't feel like an episode of This Week in Geek if Batman and Superman don't show up in it. So, of course, I'm gonna have to write a skit for them. That's actually surprisingly easy. But so Phineas and I are gonna slowly try and find our way out of the comic box, and we're gonna do it by moving through different settings from various, places in pop culture. Things like Hogwarts or the Millennium Falcon. Things from the DC and Marvel Comics universes, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Disney, you name it. If anyone has any suggestions about places that they would like to see Phineas and I visit in an upcoming episode of This Week in Geek, please comment down below. Give me something fun. And maybe we'll find a way to work it in. And I will have fun reading through your suggestions, even if we don't end up using them. It's gonna be hard. Maybe I'm gonna write that first segment, see how that works out, and then maybe I'll connect the second segment in some way. You know, kind of like we'll meet up later at the rendezvous point or something. I don't know. I don't know whose voice that was, Phineas or mine. I can't think with you staring at me. Let's just turn you away for a second. Okay, scene 1 is done. Now I have to write scene 2. I think technically in the show, the second scene that'll show up will be the Batman and Superman sketch. But when I'm saying scene 2 right now, I mean the second scene with Finn and I. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Wolverine to return for a third time to This Week in Geek. And that means that I am going to have to muss up this do into something fitting of Wolverine. So this is the way that I do it. It's crazy, and my hair is super thick, and it doesn't often do what I want it to do. So I have pomade here. This is going to be the secret ingredient to getting my hair to do what I want it to do. So Wolverine has this iconic hairdo, and it's parted directly in the middle. So we're going to just kind of separate my hair into 2 clumps. I already did this earlier today to be Han Solo. But in a different way, and that time I kept my hair dry and I didn't need to do anything about it. Yes way. But so, I know it looks gross right now,
so messy, and
I gotta run it through my hair and it'll keep that part going. So now my hair is parted, right? Parted straight down the middle. I could stop here. This is a very odd look for Wolverine though. Wolverine's hair goes straight back on the sides. It's kind of like this V shape that his head makes, and it looks really dynamic in the comics, and I don't know exactly how they managed to make Hugh Jackman's hair do it in the movies, but probably along the same lines of what I'm doing right now.
Hello there, everyone. It's time to start filming some This Week in Geek today. This Week in Geek tonight. Coming at you tomorrow.
Let's film the rest of our stuff first.
Yeah.
And then we can come back and...
Oh, there it is. Okay, bye.
2 Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters. Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters.
Gargile Blastillars.
Gargile Blastilla. Remember, we gotta make it look like our arms are reaching out.
Oh. I cracked.
Ready?
Nope. So okay, so why are we at a restaurant?
Why are you hitting my chair?
Stop it!
There's someone, there it is. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Charming. Would you mind explaining? It's not that guy, is it?
Him? He can't help himself.
Dang, this is harder than I thought it would be.
Just leave it, it's fine.
I thought you were the ones who owed me.
No, the way I recall it is that everybody who I know owes me stuff.
Let's skip to the part where you do what we want. What is it? Where we catch it.
Where we... Han, I love you.
Oh! We don't have magic mutant brain power. Do we? Do you?
No.
We can't use
I looked at the camera like twice.
We can't use Cerebro. We don't have
Cerebro.
Cerebro. Well, now
I'm
look.
looking at my fingernails.
Okay. Can't use Cerebro. We don't have magic mutant brain powers. Do we? Do you?
No.
I don't.
Neither do I.
Do you?
A way out. A way out. A way out. A way out. What are we looking for? We're looking for a way out. We've been looking for a way out for like days and days and I haven't slept. What are we? We're looking for a way out. We've been looking for it all hiatus and it's... This is horrible.
Okay, call you back when I'm done doing murder. Action.
Okay, so here's my problem. So, I don't understand modern cinema. Okay, so here's my problem. So, I don't understand modern cinema. No, yeah, and see, the people who make the monies, I can understand that.
The monies? People who make the monies. People want to make those monies.
People who make the
They want the movies.
Wait, so what you're saying is that Alfred got me to try lizard? You leave all the windows open, soaking in that Kansas air. You found my bat spray? Wait.